Hi, welcome to Trading with TK, teaching you to turn ideas into money. We're at www.tradingwithtk.com. Today is Wednesday, June 11th. A little house cleaning matter to take care of first. My YouTube site is not designed as an open forum for discussions. And I wish some of my readers would not try to turn it into one. If you have a question or if you want to communicate with me in any way, please send me an email. My email address is on my webpage, so I thank you in advance. Okay, the markets. Well, the NASDAQ, the QQQs, and the transports, our trusty old transports, finally gave way today and have joined the S&P and the Dow in a confirmed downtrend. We'll take a look at the charts in our final segment, and we'll look at the Dow and the S&P 500 because it's technical analysis 101. Very simple. It doesn't get any simpler to read a chart. Anybody can read this chart and tell you where the next move is going to be in the market. That's how easy this setup is. So we'll go over that in our final segment. As always, I've got another idea for you tomorrow. It's on the short side, and it's a stock we've been in before. ACXM is the stock. So in just a moment, I'll show you the chart, and I'll show you how we're going to take this idea and turn it into some money. And don't go away. I'll be right back. Okay, we're looking at a daily bar chart of ACXM. Now I'm zoomed out pretty far because I want to show you the resistance area, which is this spot right here that the stock has finally just gotten to. You draw a line straight across, you can see it's bumping its head right up against it. Okay, there's the stats. It's a call on the short side. We're looking to sell it short 1450. That's exactly where it closed. You know, if it's a little higher than that, that's even better. My target on the downside is 1050. I'm going to zoom in and show you what's developing here. I'm going to remove this resistance line now that you know what it represents. And we're going to show you this is a descending triangle that it's forming. It is not a flag as predicted in yesterday's idea. I knew someone was going to tell me it was a flag, and sure enough, I got somebody who wrote me and told me, dangerous call. Yet I think the stock was down 2 or 4% today. Anyway, this is a descending triangle. And what's interesting about this pattern is it looks like that roof again. Remember I showed you the roof? Doesn't look like a bottom, doesn't look like a foundation, looks more like a roof over this side and down this side. And what's interesting also about this formation is it resembles this formation before this rolled over. And I expect the same thing to happen here. Okay, so that's my analysis. That's my take on ACXM. This is a call on the short side, and I think we can make $4 on this trade. Okay, didn't buy or sell anything today, so we'll go straight to our major indexes. And I want to show you how the Dow is just picture perfect, technical analysis 101. It all started when it broke this support area right here. Kicks back through it, to it, doesn't get through, breaks down, makes another lower low. Rallies again into resistance, doesn't make it, breaks down. So you had this low resistance here. You can see how it got to it. Now we've made another lower low. That was resistance when we broke it. As we kicked back to it, didn't get anywhere through it. And now we've made another lower low. So we have another new resistance area, which is right there. Now technical analysis does not get any easier than this. This is as simple as it gets, and this is the main concept behind it. Staircasing down. This is definitely a downtrend. Support becomes resistance. resistance becomes support, and that's technical analysis. On the way up, it was support. That old resistance turned into support, and now it's the opposite is going on as we come back down. Our target is here, the old low. I'm not saying that's going to be the ultimate low. I'm just saying that that's going to be our target, and when they get there, we're going to have to reassess to see how they act. The transports, our trusty old transports, finally gave way. This was our support for a couple of times. I want to mention this pattern once again. That I did a comparison on this pattern to a pattern that looked similar to this 7 or 8 or 9 months ago, and I showed you how bearish it was. And even though this tricked us a little bit with this little make-believe phony breakout day, this pattern still proved out in the long run to be bearish, as you can see by what happened days later. So take a look at that pattern. You're going to see this. It's going to show up occasionally, and you got to remember it's a bearish pattern. All right, so now we've got what was our support is now going to stop us on the way back up again. So they've joined the rest of the group. SPYs, which is basically the Standard & Poor's 500, it's also tracing out lower lows, lower lows. Every time they rally back into resistance, they don't make it, and then they stay there for a day or two, and then they break down. The old low here is also our target. QQQs, finally they gave way. They were probably going to do it anyway, as we said the other day that I thought it was destined to fall. I think my friend Mr. Bernanke probably helped it along, even though it was going to happen anyway. So now we've got resistance. And I said in one of my posts that my short-term indicator is oversold and we could get a rally. The problem is we've got nowhere to go. We've got resistance sitting right on top of us. So any rallies we get are going to be shallow, I'm afraid. And we will get our little rallies along the way. The deeper we come down without a rally will just increase the odds of the size of the rally. Just remember, this is going to be resistance. Until we go back and forth a few more times and then break down underneath this low, then that will become resistance. But if we go straight down for a couple of days, there's always a chance of them to kick back into this resistance area. We have to see how it develops. Right now, all you need to know is this is resistance. And this is our target, the old low. Okay, that's my view of the market. Until tomorrow, this is TK signing off.